All right, guys. Oh. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Diesel Dog Coffee Talk video. I'm actually taking a break from working on the truck back here. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I had a lifter collapse, so I'm fixing that. Cornfield rebuild style, baby. Anywho, I put a story out on my Instagram allowing everyone to ask me some questions, and I said I was going to do a little Q&A for my next Coffee Talk video. So I actually film on my phone. So I had to write these down on a card here, but I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions here. So first we got Carl B13, favorite repair at work. So I'm gonna say that my favorite repair isn't necessarily like one specific truck or car or anything. I'm gonna say my favorite repair is an easy one after a long, hard, like 20-hour job where you're on one truck and it's just a ton of work, and then you get something like a brake job on an F-350 or something like that, like grave job. You get to just kind of, even though you're like doing brakes compared to what you just did, pretty easy and nice and kind of just like meditating. Next we have Maritime Mechanic. What made you switch from auto to diesel? Thinking of doing the same. Well, to be honest, the money. I know everyone says like money isn't everything, but we all get up and go to work for one thing, to make money. We gotta make a living, you gotta support a family, you gotta support yourself, you gotta support your habits and broke down Chevy. So basically when I switched from auto to diesel, I wasn't necessarily looking to switch. The job kind of fell in my lap, and I really kind of put it off for a little bit until I decided to just put my resume in there and apply for the job. And even then I still was kind of scary switching, but I haven't looked back, and I'm pretty glad I did it. Not only the money, I got into a shop with a good group of guys, good bosses, good place to work, good benefits, good pay, and I've learned a lot in almost 6 years of working on diesels now, so that's basically why I switched. Really just, like I said, I wasn't looking for it, but the job was there, it paid more than I was making, looked like a pretty good place to work, so I made the jump and haven't looked back. Grumpy Socket, least favorite thing about the diesel industry? So I'm going to kind of contradict myself now. My least favorite thing would probably be the pay. Even though it is good, I still think diesel mechanics should make more. We make a pretty good living, make a pretty good wage, and depending on what your line of work, if you're out in the field or you're in a shop, that can kind of, your pay can either go up or down from there. But all of us out there, we're doing hard, we're doing gritty work, we're constantly having to learn new things. Each year there's new trucks coming out with new technology. It's a constant battle between software and the right tools and supplying yourself with tools. You spend a lot of money on tools. Sometimes it can seem like the return is not reflecting the investment. I guess I should word it like that. But it still is a great living. You can make a lot of money. You just got to find the right job, but really that's my only complaint, is I think me and all the guys out there that I've seen on YouTube, I'm always going to say that we deserve more money, but that's just, like I said, we all go to work to make money. Leyland.salt, if you had a do-over, would you do it again? Meaning diesel mechanic. And would you take the same career path, school, auto, diesel? I think I probably would. I think there's a part of me that wishes I would have just gone straight into the diesel industry instead of starting out in automotive. But I learned a lot in automotive. And the job I had, my boss was a great mentor, and I learned a lot from him. You know, he taught me some stuff that I'll take along in my career forever. So in that aspect, I wouldn't want to do it any different. And I love the school I went to, so from going to school in Wyotech to starting out my first job and working there for 7 years, give or take a few months where I went on a little walkabout. and then going to diesel. A lot of the stuff I do in my shop on these diesels is stuff I did on like pickups at the automotive shop. So when I got into that shop, that was experience and knowledge that I took with me into this new shop, and it wasn't just totally green behind the ears. It was stuff that I could help the other guys that were only used to working on semi trucks or bigger equipment, and kind of help them out with some stuff too. Even there's some stuff that comes in, I'll hear, hey, automotive guy, and people still have questions for me. I can't always answer them, but it is nice to have best of both worlds really at this point. The automotive stuff's kind of fading away a little bit. It's been a few years now and getting a little rusty with it, but I'm still able to get around it, and yeah, I don't think I would change anything, to be honest. Dylan CM 18, mistakes that help shape your career. Boy, where do I even start? Listen, if you're not making mistakes, you're not working. Like, you're going to be making a lot of mistakes, and each mistake is definitely going to help you throughout your career, no matter what your trade or anything you're doing. Like, you got to make mistakes. That's how you learn. I know it sounds cliche and you hear it everywhere, but you can only learn so much in school, or in this case, tech school. Like, they can prepare you to get out there and you can have a pretty good base knowledge of things. But until you get out there at a young age, younger in your career, first starting out, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And like, as you progress, those mistakes become less and less. You're always going to make them, it doesn't matter. So I would say like this, every mistake I've made has shaped some aspect of my career, because there's some things you do and like, you mess up so bad, well, never going to do that again. So it's like a one-time thing in your career that you've done that you know better now not to do. So any mistake, learn from them, don't get discouraged, take them with you. You don't want to forget those mistakes. That's how you keep from making more mistakes. Samich698383, what do you think the future of diesel will be? Now, I actually got this question asked quite a few times. This is a pretty loaded question. I'm going to summarize this because I kind of want to do a different coffee talk just on this subject. But the future of diesel, in my opinion, I think it's going to be around for a while. I don't think we're going to see it completely disappear in my lifetime. I think there's going to be a lot of changes happening. Obviously, there's already a lot of changes happening. GM announcing that they're wanting to go full electric by 2035. That's right around the corner. That doesn't sound so far away anymore. Like, that's going to be here before we know it. And people are going to start following suit. And as far as the future of diesel, long haul trucks, I don't know if the electric is really going to be feasible for them. I think in that aspect, there's still going to be diesel trucks on the market. Some of these short haul trucks, you might start seeing guys go to electric because maybe they can run, I don't know, a day on them here and there, and then charge them up at night. That's kind of, like I said, I want to do another video on that. I don't really want to get into that topic too hard right now because I could go on for a while. That's a day for like having a couple 2-3 beers and solving the world's problems kind of question. But I don't think the diesels are going anywhere. I'll kind of say it like this: even if everything does go electric, I'm still going to be there to work on them. Doesn't mean I'm out of a job. You guys can pay me more to work on your friggin' electric vehicles that you've made everything out to be. There's going to be some crazy technology going on we see in our lifetime, and I'll be right there to work on them. There's still going to have moving parts. Still going to be moving vehicles with wearable parts that are going to need to be replaced or diagnosed or changed or whatever. I'll be first in line to work on that crap. Just_Josh, do you have service pits at your work? Yes, we have one service pit for PMs, and it works out pretty good. Also for like washing off oil leaks and stuff. You get a really oily truck in, you got to diagnose. Pull it over the pit, get down in there, get the raincoat on, get right in there, and works out pretty good. underscore cowboy underscore up underscore. How long have you been in the trade, and have you always wanted to be a diesel mechanic? I had quite a few people ask me how long I've been in the trade. I've been in the trade, auto plus diesel trade, for 13 years, I think it is now. Started summer 07 after tech school. Yeah, so, and then I made the switch to diesel in 14. So, yeah, coming up on 6 years in diesel. Oh, and have I always wanted to be a diesel mechanic? No, actually I was originally going to go to school to be a body man, and I did some body work in high school, and then quickly decided I didn't want to do that. Any of you guys out there are bodymen, nothing but respect. That job, it's like, I mean, it's an art form, and I can appreciate beautiful body work and paint jobs and all that, and the time that goes into that. After a few like part-time little jobs I was helping out with at my dad's buddy's body shop when I was in high school, kind of decided I'd rather go into like the mechanical side of things. So no, then I wanted to be an auto mechanic, so that's why I started automotive, and now I'm diesel, so didn't always want to be a diesel mechanic. Bo underscore Ty underscore boy underscore. Thinking of swapping my 60 Apache to diesel, but also thinking LS swap. Which one? If you got the money and the know-it-all, I'd say diesel swap that bad boy. LS swap's a sure thing though. I mean, if you're on a budget, I mean, LS swap really is the way to go. I know everyone's hating on them kind of right now because everyone's doing an LS swap, but proof's in the pudding, man. They're good engines and easy swaps. You can put carburetors on them and crank out some pretty good horsepower. But a diesel Apache, that would, I'm gonna have to check you out on Instagram if you're gonna be doing a diesel swap, possibly on an Apache. Whoops! 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 So guys, that's gonna do it for me for this coffee talk. Thank you guys that asked some questions. Some of you guys did ask questions. I just kind of clumped them into some other questions. I got like some questions that were asked like 3 or 4 times, so I just made it once. So I want to thank everyone for interacting on the Instagram and asking me some questions. Let me know if you like this video. Maybe I'll do another one. I'm gonna finish my coffee here and try to get back to work on the old turd back here. So thanks again everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you got anything to add in the comments. I try to get back to everyone. So like I said, thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next video.